We are going to keep pounding it into your head that you need to fill out the census and do it today. It's so important to every member of your community. We're now heading over to Williams County to talk to Lindsay Harriman. Lindsay, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, I want to start with the same question we're asking everyone, but your opinion. Why is the 2020 census so important to everyone who resides in North Dakota?
For our state, it's really important to get a complete count because of our population that has changed so much over the past decade. We really want to make sure that those individuals are counted and our federal dollars that we get from the government can actually get distributed in the right way with this population change. It's extremely important for Western North Dakota because we want to actually be able to quantify that the population change. And it can also impact our legislative representation at a state level. So if we don't get a complete count, we don't get the appropriate amount of federal dollars, and we don't get the appropriate legislative representation.
Important. This is also fun. I know there's some different things that you guys are doing to kind of rally the troops. How is your local Complete Count Committee organized?
So our Complete Count Committee is at the county level, but it was created in collaboration with the city of Williston, and then we've incorporated the other cities in our county like Ray, and as well as our townships to be able to help spread the word about the census. So pretty large group of folks that are involved with the committee, and whether they regularly come to meetings or they're just part of our activities, we're really trying to make it a community effort across our whole county.
And can you expand on that to get it to be community-wide? You guys, it sounds like, have come up with some different activities to kind of get everyone involved.
We have. There's quite a variety in terms of using radio and billboards, and we've really actually had to change our approach here just in the past couple of weeks with impacts from the ongoing public health situation. So one of the most fun things that we're doing is a trivia contest through the radio stations here in town. The Convention and Visitors Bureau in Williston has put up some billboards for us in town and also created a Keep Your Distance bingo card, which one of the squares on it is to actually complete your census. We have some good graphics up in the new Williston Airport so to be able to have some regional reach. We've put together goodie bags and some coffee mugs and information for some of our large employers, including oil companies. So trying to get the word out through fun giveaways, raffles, and connecting directly with some of our companies here in town.
Can you give us an example of some of the trivia questions?
Well, one of our most favorite is just, when was the census originally started? And a lot of people are very surprised to find that it was in 1790. We've used that trivia question in a couple of different activities, and people think, it's 1950, 1985, but they don't realize that the census has been actually going on for more than 200 years.
Wow, that is interesting. And of course, everything has kind of changed since the coronavirus pandemic, like Keep Your Distance bingo card. Can you talk a little bit about how you had to maybe look at what you were doing and approach this differently?
Right, so we've kind of had to change, how we actually interact with the folks. We had all these live events planned or wanted to be at the sports and recreation shows and things like that, but those events, unfortunately, they cannot happen in our current situation. So it was a really innovative idea from the Convention and Visitor Bureau to be able to do a game like that, trying to do more through social media, and more through just kind of the billboard and print, since people are mostly at home now reading or watching TV, and so trying to reach them in those different ways.
Okay, and just one last pitch from you. Just tell us one more time why it's so important to have a successful census.
Again, we just really want to be able to document the population growth that we know has been happening around us, but hasn't actually been quantified in a solid way that community planners, retailers can actually use those numbers. We're guessing here in Williams County that the population has effectively doubled since the 2010 census. Then we had about 22,000 people. We think we might have closer to 45,000 people now. So just really important we actually get those numbers documented.
Lindsay, it is so important, and it just takes a couple of minutes to get it filled out. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
We'll be right back here on North Dakota Today.